has been around for what is evidenced as almost 30,000 years. Over the years, there have been adjustments to religious practices, and the 5 main religion groups were formed. These main religious groups are known as Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, and Hinduism. As the years have passed, there have been the additions of young faiths and religions, which either follow similar disciplines as mainstream religious paths or challenge the disciplines completely. During the progressive appearance of what are called alternative faiths and religions, there has been one faith that's caught everyone's eye: Jediism. What is it? Is it a recognised faith? We went on a hunt to get as many answers as we could to the questions you are all asking. We spoke with Michael Kitchen from the Temple of the Jedi Order to answer our questions about the faith.
Hello, my name is Michael Kitchen. I'm a 24-year-old Jedi from Temple of the Jedi Order. I first heard of the Jedi religion just sort of one evening in an offhand comment that there was such a thing as the Jedi religion. And then, upon hearing this, I decided to Google it and came across a number of different websites and joined Temple of the Jedi Order, which is the one I'm still a member of today. When I first looked through our organisation's doctrine, I realised that it was the sort of thing which one could easily incorporate into their life. I didn't see any conflicts with what I already believed, and saw a community which I could be a part of, which would foster those beliefs which I thought worthwhile to practice. I was fairly non-religious up until that point, and it's just always fit with how I act and believe, so I've never felt any reason to look elsewhere for a religion.
I'm guessing the first question that entered your mind when you heard Jediism was, what is that? Jediism is a non-theistic religious movement, mainly based on the depiction of the Jedi in Star Wars.
The Jedi religion goes back to when Star Wars was first released. People sort of watched the films and they talked about it, but some people might have realised at that time that they could act as Jedi, but there was nothing formalised or structured. The first Jedi groups to emerge were from role-playing, Star Wars role-playing groups in the early to mid-1990s, where people were acting out in a very fictive manner, playing Jedi or Sith roles. It was only after this that people decided, actually, you could be a Jedi in real life. Why not apply some of the principles which the Jedi live by in their life? In terms of historical facts, many people draw parallels with what the Jedi believe and practice and what other religious individuals and cultures have practiced in the past. For our organisation, we rely on works by Joseph Campbell, a comparative mythologist, and Alan Watts, who did a lot of work in bringing Eastern notions of religion and culture into the West. In that respect, there are historical links to their work and what they based their work on, but there's no... Jedi haven't been around for thousands of years. To say something like that would be to misconstrue. Mostly that it would be a joke, that it isn't real, but I'm a Jedi, I'm real, so it is something very sincere which people can follow, and most people don't realise that upon first hearing it, which in some respects I can understand, especially with the census phenomenon, where the vast of people who put down Jedi or Jedi Knight did it as a joke. It is not an accurate representation of how many Jedi there are. Many people took from that, many members of the public, that it was a joke and it was insincere. And for many people it probably was, but for a minority it absolutely is their path.
Curious to know the public's reaction, we took to the streets to ask the public their views and the knowledge they had on the faith.
Have you heard of Jediism?
Jediism? As in being a Jedi? Yes, I have, yes.
Where have you heard it from?
Well, I remember when the census form in 2011, that friends said that if enough people put Jedi Knight on there, that would be considered a religion. But it wasn't. But enough people did put Jedi Knight, and they disregarded it.
Have you heard of Jediism? Have you heard of Jediism?
Yes, I have. I'm quite a Star Wars fan. So.
No, not until like right now. I haven't watched any of the Star Wars, nothing. So.
Okay, do you think it's a recognised religion?
I don't think it is, just because mainly people thought Jediism was more of a cartoon or an animated thing, where it's mostly made up. So I don't think most people recognize it.
Heard of Jediism?
Yes.
Where have you heard it?
I have. I can't remember. I don't know where I've heard it from, but I've heard it.
I've seen it on the news.
Do you think it's a recognised religion?
I think it has recently become one, yes.
After all that has been said and discussed, does Jediism count as a recognised faith? Yes, it does when it comes to the fact. For example, the 2001 National Census results, where approximately 400,000 people identified themselves as Jedi Knights. However, is it recognised as a faith by the public and practitioners of other religious faiths?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.